Missouri. Adam Smith, Skyland Aikens joining you guys here on the Ozark Sports Report YouTube channel. Skyland, we got a good game coming up tonight. It's the Crane Pirates against the Verona Wildcats.
Yeah, the Pirates and the Wildcats going at it, and one of the more special events of the entire year. I got the opportunity to play a game here at Hammond's my junior year, and it's just one of those memories that these kids will take with them for the rest of their lives.
And it's definitely a really fun experience to be a part of here at Hammond's Field, and also playing down in the road at US Ballpark that these two teams have, because they're playing on a minor league ballpark, also a college field as well, because Missouri State also shares it with
Missouri State,
the Springfield Cardinals.
Yeah, this Verona Wildcat team though, they come in, I believe, 3-2 with a few solid wins against Walnut Grove and Spokane.
First for the visiting Crane Pirates, leading off center fielder number 1, Logan Vaught. Batting second, shortstop number 25, Brady Robinson. Hitting third, second base number 23, Blake Evans. Hitting fourth, pitcher number 28, Seth Malstead. Hitting fifth, third baseman number 30, Lane Howard. Hitting sixth, right fielder and designated hitter number 16, Caleb Bott. Hitting seventh, first baseman number 3, Gavin Cram. Batting eighth, catcher number 34, Cohen Cloyd. And batting ninth, left fielder number 31, Ty Lauer. Pirates are coached by Clay Stump, Colton Vaught, Nick Brannon, Dustin Johnson, Hayden Shepard, and Isaiah Smith. And now the starters for the Verona Wildcats. Leading off pitching, number 1, Weston Schrum. Batting second, center fielder number 5, Derek Main. Hitting third, catcher number 11, Noah Freiberger. Hitting cleanup, first baseman number 33, Caden Corneliuson. Hitting fifth, shortstop number 17, Asher Freiberger. Batting sixth, left fielder number 9, Ian Freiberger. Batting seventh, the third baseman number 19, Jesse Gamble. Batting eighth, right fielder number 10, Alced Jimenez. And batting ninth for the Wildcats, number 6, Sean Lechner. So back to what we were saying, this Pirates team that we got will be Logan Vaught leading off. He's going to be playing the center field spot. Brady Robinson will hit second and play shortstop. We're just about ready to get things going here from Hammond's Field in downtown Springfield, Missouri, at the corner of Traffic Way and John Q. Hammonds. Leading off top first, hitting for the Pirates, center fielder number 1, Logan Vaught. Logan Vaught, he went 0 for 1 in the last game against Morrisville. That was an 11-1 defeat for the Pirates. But a different story, as Verona allowed 10 runs to score in their last game against Pierce City. Unfortunately, with a 21-5 score. Yeah,
Morrisville, pretty solid squad here once again. State, I believe, quarterfinalists fell to Marionville in this quarterfinal round. And what was a fantastic game. I was actually up there with the radio guy out in Aurora. And, I mean, that Morrisville team is legit, so I expect to see them here late again. A quick 1-2 count here on Vaught. And that's a name familiar to a lot of Crane fans.
Definitely a name I probably graduated with a lot of Vaught's. From Crane as Vaught grounds one to the shortstop, throw to first, and the ball gets away, and that's going to give Crane a base runner. E6, I believe.
I think he beat it out anyway.
Batting second for the Pirates, shortstop number 25, Brady Robinson. So it brings in Brady Robinson, brother of Isaac Robinson, who was on that juggernaut team 2 years ago with the Pirates. Those 10 seniors. Let's see if I can name them off the top of my head. Isaiah Smith, Hayden Shepard, Chase Conrad, Isaac Robinson. You name it, that list goes on and on.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I wasn't around for a lot of that. That was before I really started getting back into high school baseball with Southwest Missouri sports. But I remember hearing about them without a doubt.
So Robinson has a man on first. That is Logan Vaught. Last game we saw was Spokane and Wablo. 5-4 win for Wablo against the Owls, which are the conference members for the, Owls are conference members of Crane, Class 3 school, I believe, in the state of Missouri. Crane, of course, a Class 2 school, same as Verona, I believe.
Verona's, I think they're either Class 2 or Class 1. They're small. They were Class 2 for basketball.
Swing and a miss there to Brady Robinson. Game 2 for the St. Louis Cardinals today as they take on the Toronto Blue Jays after they lost 10-9. Jack Flaherty, former Springfield Cardinal, will get the nod for the Cardinals. He takes on Kevin Gosman today.
Yeah.
They're in St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Obviously a big Cardinals fan, so it's excited for the season to get going and started.
New batter looks like.
Yeah, he just walked. 23.
Second baseman number 23, Blake Evans.
Yeah, that game actually gets started here in just a little over an hour.
So we just started about 5 minutes ahead of schedule. The pitch from Schrum is, it's like 2-2 the count to Blake Evans.
Yeah,
Definitely not used to the scoreboard here at Hammons Field.
Schrum had a very good season on the hardwood. Kind of became that number 2 option, really, or number 3 option for the Wildcats, and what was a pretty good squad.
As Evans fouls that one just off the Great Southern sign there on the left field, down the left field line. And Skyline, you're very familiar with this Verona team. You covered the paper there at Lawrence County. So what do you know about this Verona team? Well, all sports wise.
Well, for the paper, I don't do anything for Verona. I know Lawrence County newspaper, you'd think we would, but for the paper, I just do Mount Vernon, Aurora, and Miller. But it's definitely got really close with Coach Stewart on the with Verona basketball, so I made it out to quite a few of their games. They were led last year by the ace from this team a year ago, Jacob Stellwagen, who's actually transferred up to in the Columbia area, as that's going to be a strike 3 looking. But
Pitcher number 28, Seth Halstead.
And if I'm going to be honest, they're not extremely polished in very much of what they do, but they have a lot of athleticism and just scrappiness that makes them challenged no matter what sport you see them on.
Most definitely. Verona coming in with just 2 losses. Their other loss came against McCulloch Catholic out of Joplin, and then we mentioned they lost 21-5 to Pierce City, and that's a Pierce City team that Crane actually gave a good game.
Yeah, I mean
9 innings, lost 14-13. They're in PC.
Yeah, it looks like pitching's been optional against Pierce City so far this year, but they should have a pretty good squad as well.
Third baseman number 30, Lane Howard.
Out of the Southwest Conference, so. But here you go, your Pirates. You got bases juiced with 1 out.
Mm-hmm. Howard, a big man at the plate. He has some power.
He tried to put that one off the manual scoreboard up in Jordan Walker land.
Oh yeah, and the visitors bullpen here at Hammons Field. Looking at Hammons Field, it's your unusual minor league ballpark. The Cardinal bullpen just right down the right field line. You got the visitors bullpen just above that manual scoreboard there in left. So it's kind of like, let's say, give it like how how do you call it? Like how Busch Stadium is currently, but at Busch Stadium, the Cardinal bullpen, I believe, is on the right field side.
Yep. Yeah, there at Busch, you got both bullpens in the out in the outfield. The one here is almost there, but you got got it fenced off out of play. But one of the premier ballparks here in the Texas League and really in Double A across the country. Winning the Field of the Year award, I believe two or three times already, and it's looking beautiful once again here today.
Yes, it is.
And actually, the first game's being played here or among the first since the city of Springfield purchased Hammons Field.
Now, does that mean they're going to rename this ballpark, or are they going to keep Hammons Field?
As well, I'm aware, they're going to keep Hammonds throughout this season and then kind of go back to it. But you're asking the wrong person. That's what I would.
There is out number 2 is recorded thanks to the Howard strikeout. Strikeout swinging. Right fielder number 16, Caleb Bott. Caleb Bott, we believe, not too sure of what class he is. I think he's a junior on this Pirate squad. You might think I know my Crane Pirates.
You're the Crane guy. I got no idea here.
You think I know my Crane Pirates left and right.
I would
Bott,
think
big guys, batting from the right side. The pitch swung on and pop fly, foul territory, and it goes into the seats just beyond the Cardinal dugout. That's where Verona is. That's the home dugout for the Springfield Cardinals. Missouri State's on the third base dugout. That's where Crane is. Crane in their blue jerseys, white pants. Caps are blue, powder blue, white, with a blue C and Pirates on the back.
It's a little slick hat.
Thank you. Outside watches that one. So Pirates can draw first blood right here on, I believe it's a 2-2 count. So, a hit batter, single, double's gonna play a couple.
You want to get something going here. That's not going to get out of there.
We'll get it out of the inning as we head on to the bottom of the first inning. No score. Wildcats coming to the bat. Weston Schrum digs into the Right side batter's box, the starting pitcher. He's the leadoff man as well for the Verona Wildcats. It's the first pitch he sees.
Swing and a miss.
0-1 the count there to Weston Shrum. As you know, Springfield Cardinal baseball is just around the corner. April 6th, saw the Springfield
6th.
Cardinals take on the Wichita Wind Surge.
Yep.
We were the Double A affiliate to the Minnesota Twins, I believe.
Correct. Yep, it should be a fun one. Not 100% sure who all's on the roster, but it's after this is gonna be my third year working for the Cardinals as well, and it was always kind of a cliche of hearing go see tomorrow's stars today, but last year with a lineup that featured Jordan Walker, who's on the opening day roster, and Mason Wynn that's not far behind them, and some of the other names that's been there in the last couple of years.
Strikeout on Shrum. Center fielder, number 5, Derek Main. Gotta give a little bit of hype for Verona. Gotta give it for Crane too.
But I mean, for the last couple of years, you had Alec Burleson come through here. You had Nolan Gorman. I've seen Nolan Gorman hit several, not on top of the training facility out in the right field, but over it.
He may have hit one all the way to that building that's across. I believe that's National, I believe.
He could have. But, Andre Palante had come through the last few years. Juan Yepes was here. So, just the number of guys that are now making a contribution to the Major League squad in just the last 2 years. I mean, come and see your guys.
Catcher number 11, Noah Freiberger.
First of 3 Freibergers coming up.
It's like the Vots in Crane. It's Verona's version of the Vots.
Go play 9v9 between Vots and Freibergers.
I would wonder who'd probably win that game if it was a team full of Vots and a team full of Freibergers.
I don't know much about the Freiberger family. I know there's been several pretty good ball players come out of the Vought family.
Oh yeah, Colton Vought being one of them.
I was gonna say one of them.
Runner goes. There goes the throw to second base. Safe, says the umpire on the bases. Throws it right back to Malstead. Malstead came in relief on Thursday. There against Morrisville. As Crane used 3 pitchers against Morrisville on Thursday. Unfortunately, that was an 11-1 loss for the Pirates. Pirates are still looking for their first win on the year.
And it's a long season. It's as the old adage goes, it's season's a marathon, not a sprint. So, I mean, going back to basketball, we saw what Parkview started off the year 0-5, ended up being one of the better teams in Class 5 throughout the season. So there's still plenty of time for the Pirates to turn it around. Played a pretty good schedule up to this point. We already talked about Morrisville and Pierce City. But, Seymour's another team that was, a quarterfinalist team. And in Hartville, I believe they either made it to the Final Four or was another, sectional. They were another district champion. So, they played quite the gauntlet here early on.
Oh, yeah, look at it. You got Reed Spring, Galena, Hartville tournament. That's always a good one. Purdy, SWCL member, Forsyth, Cassville.
Off the noggin.
Oof, hit by pitch. There for Freiberger. Brings up the batter in Caden Cornelison. First baseman number 33, Caden Cornelison. And then also Sparta, who's also another conference rival for Crane. I heard they're going to be departing the SWCL.
Yep, they're going to be
going to the Summit.
Joining the Summit Conference here next season. I know actually one of my friends that I graduated from Clever with, his uncle, aunt and uncle coach and teach out at Fordland. And they're both really excited for the addition of Sparta in the Summit. And The SWCL that me and you went to school with is slowly
It's changing.
The landscape's
I remember
changing.
when I first moved to Crane, because I don't know if I ever told you this, but I actually lived in Nixa before I went to Crane.
Yeah.
And I didn't know much about high school baseball and all these conferences. And to go back to it, Hollister, that's a team who used to be in the SWCL way back then. Forsyth used to be in, Clever.
Oh, this could be a shot at double play here.
Double play, and they got him. They're in the field.
5-3 double play.
And that is something to get the Pirate off. Might get the Pirate offense going as we head on to the top of the second inning. It is no score between Verona and Crane. Welcome back to beautiful Hammons Field, right here in Springfield. Like I said, we're at the corner of Traffic Way and John Q. Hammons. Just catty-cornered from the big Hammons Tower just behind us. Adam Smith, Skyline Aikens joining us as Cram pops that one into center field. Oh, he dropped the ball! Center fielder dropped the ball. And Cram's going to be on for it's going to be on the error.
Yeah, I gave the benefit of the doubt last time, but there is no benefit.
Catcher number 34, Cohen Cloyd.
There's no benefit of the doubt for that one. That one is, in fact, an error.
It was hit. It was hit hard, and well, the center fielder dropped the ball. What we see here at AA, which MLB just brought in, was the shift, pitch clock. Or no, the shift is gone, but they brought in the pitch clock, which has been here at Springfield last year.
Yeah, we've had the pitch clock here for actually, this is going to be, I think, the third year of the pitch clock being here. We've had the pitch clock ever since I've started working with the Cardinals. The first year wasn't enforced very heavily. The second year, it started getting, it was more enforced.
And not to mention bigger bases.
Yeah,
the bases are what,
18
inches now?
Yeah,
as opposed to the 15 inches.
Not quite sure what the difference that'll make. It supposedly it'll help with stealing and whatnot, but I don't know. Runner's off.
There goes the runner, and Cram is into second. So the hit and run game, that's one thing we probably won't see as much of in in the majors and minors is the hit and run.
Yeah, I mean, so yeah, with the shift being banned, and actually I think we might almost see more of the hit and run, just because it'll open up some of those gaps that previously wasn't there. Now I'm kind of anti, like I'm kind of against all that, but that could be a conversation for another time. Like
Yeah.
you're getting paid as much as you are to be a major league hitter. If you're if I, if I'm making that much, I can learn how to take the ball the other way. But apparently it's not exciting enough for the casual fan.
1-1 the count to, once again, Cohen Coy, the catcher. He is hitting in the 8th spot today. So, looking at Crane's lineup, they got Caleb Bott, who can play right field and DH today. He's kind of like what Shohei Ohtani is with the Angels.
Yeah.
Who can pitch and play the field, hit. Because that one is hit foul into the first base seats.
Now the question is, can he throw it as hard and hit it as far as Shohei Ohtani?
Who knows?
Shohei
Ohtani he's a fun player to watch. Looking at the game between the Blues and the Predators, no score. It's in the first period. The game just started. Excuse me. And so, talking about the Blues going to hockey, as the Blues not that good of a season so far.
Yeah, no, they've kind of hit a crossroads in their franchise and their organization, as kind of some of those names that were the key contributors of the that Stanley Cup run either had contract expired or traded off, and such as Alex Pietrangelo and some of the names like that, and then trading off some of the other key pieces, like you saw with Ryan O'Reilly and Vladimir Tarasenko earlier this year before the deadline. It's definitely promising. Got a promising future. Got some nice young pieces, Jordan Kyrou and a few other ones. As Bennington allows a Predators goal right on cue.
Right as we were talking about, that's in Nashville, probably one of the most fun cities in America.
Yeah, he just got hit by storms pretty good last night.
Yeah, along with Little Rock, Memphis, Chicago,
Iowa got smoked.
Oh my goodness, yes. Can't forget about Indiana. I believe there was a new
Tennessee, Kentucky.
Tennessee.
It was everywhere. It was everywhere but Missouri.
Yeah, and Missouri's under a tornado watch east of us, like towards St. Louis and Columbia, places around Kansas City.
There was a cell that went through Mount Vernon. I'd left Mount Vernon. I'd go to the bank in Republic. And
fly ball. Dropped it in.
Jesse.
It's going to go foul. It was dropped by Jesse Gamble. Shares the name with Ben Gamble. Longtime Brewer. I believe he played with the Rays, now with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I don't think there's any relation.
No.
Jesse's another one that became the number 2
3
option.
as that ends the inning as we head on to the bottom of the second inning. It is no score. We kick off the bottom of the second inning here in Springfield. The Queen City of the Ozarks is what they call it here.
Yeah, nice, crisp, cool April Fool's Day. So
I don't know if it was an April Fool's forecast. It says it's going to be sunny and 85 today.
I thought
They
April
were
Fool's
wrong.
when you asked me to come along, come join you. So I just showed up anyway.
So as we know, this game is brought to you by Outlaw Diesel and Auto. That is located right back home in Crane on 424 West Rose Avenue, specializing in agricultural equipment while offering quality service and repairs on gas and diesel vehicles. Once again, that's Outlaw Diesel and Auto, located on Highway 413 or West Rose Avenue, right there in Crane. As a strikeout in the dirt for Freiberger, that's Asher Freiberger. Brings up Ian Freiberger. Left fielder, Ian Freiberger. So Ian Freiberger, his first trip to the plate.
Balanced it off
hits
to the
that
left
one
side.
foul down the left field line.
And the 0-1.
Go one.
Gets him on the hands.
Hits him right on the hand. That is not fun to. That is not fun. Stinger right there. Third baseman number 19, Jesse Gamble. Jesse Gamble, the third baseman, batting in the seventh position for Verona.
Ooh. Came out with
Nothing
shoes
in
on
one.
that one.
As you know, both teams are looking. Well, Crane, of course, looking for their first win on the year, and Verona looking to rebound after that loss they had to Pierce City.
Gonna swipe second there.
Takes second base. So Verona has a man in scoring position.
Both teams have got plenty of runners on, moving them over to scoring position, but no one's been able to finish the job yet. Crane had the bases loaded with one out there in the first inning, and
1-2 to count there to Jesse Gamble. Like I said, hard to see if you kind of have to lean in to see it. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. Tried to go after that high cheese, and it's 2 outs here with Alced Jimenez coming to the plate. Right fielder number 10, Alced Jimenez.
now there's a pro baseball name right there.
Alced Jimenez. Lots of Jimenez's that have went through the major leagues. Eloy Jimenez, Ubaldo Jimenez.
Oh, just foul.
Just fouls. That one was. It was just robbed of a base hit. That's one thing Crane wants to look for is those.
Base hit, and more importantly, the first run of the game.
Mm-hmm. So far, pitching has done really well for both Verona and Crane.
Yeah, Wallstat, 3 strikeouts already, and just his second inning of work. And Shrum on the other
Right down
side
Main
has
Street.
been,
That's going to be a strike, and it's 0-2. So that foul ball is going to give Crane some momentum to get out of this inning, send it to the
so I think he called that a ball. I think he called it a ball.
The pitch, downstairs, throw it on the third. And Evans is not able to field that one. And it's 2-2.
I think it should be 2-1.
2 balls and 2-1, or 2 balls and a strike rather.
He put his hand up like, yeah. I think he was trying to say. I think he was saying it was high, but it looked like it.
0-1 the count. Crane's only had just 1 hit. 3-1 rather. So Crane's only had just 1 hit so far in this contest. Verona's not had a hit, but they've got 1 error. As a walk is issued to Jimenez. Brings up Sean Lechner to the plate. Second baseman, number 6, Sean Lechner.
Way out in front of it.
Way out there, and it is strike 1. Lechner, batting in the 9th position. He is playing second base. Next pitch is a strike, 0-2.
Sorry.
You're good.
So here, 0-2, runners on first and third. I'd almost like to see Jimenez, in motion here.
Pitch, swing and a miss, and that is how the top of the second inning comes to a close. So no runs on no hits and no errors.
Strikes out the side.
Strikes at the side, leaves the bases loaded. As we head on to the top of the third inning, it is no score. Welcome back to Hammons Field here in Springfield, Missouri. Brady Robinson digs in. He drew a walk his last plate appearance back in the first inning of play. Robinson, a sophomore, one of many sophomores on this Pirates team.
Sure about that? Maybe you know your Pirates.
That one goes foul.
Here, Coach Longley yelling from all the way up here.
One ball, one strike to count to Robinson. Crane, an SWCL member, as we said, is that's going to hit him. Brings up the batter in Blake Evans. Second baseman, number 23, Blake Evans.
Evans went down on strikes last time.
He was a strikeout looking in his last plate appearance. One out, one on, nobody out here in the top of the third inning. No score between Crane and Verona.
Yeah, and Strum, it looks like, he doesn't necessarily have Is this still strong?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Swung on, pop up, foul
don't-
ground. The first baseman has it for out
Number
number
6.
1. Pitcher number 28, Seth Halstead.
I think this is a new pitcher on the mound for Verona.
I believe so. You're saying it was number 6 for Verona?
I think that's what it is.
Sean Lechner. Bunted. Throw. Got a runner. We got a runner. Digs into third on the RBI. No, the ball gets away. And Halstead is on second. It's now first and second with only 1 out. Third baseman number 30, Lane Howard. So Howard digs in with a big opportunity. 1 out. And the base, 1 out. Runners at first and second. And this is where the game can go out of hand if you're in the field with first and second, 1 out.
Yeah. Oh, a line
Swing on
shot.
a line drive. Caught there by the left fielder.
What a play by the left fielder there.
Left fielder made
Saved,
a great play. Saved a run from scoring.
Probably 2 runs there.
Probably 2. That brings up Caleb Bott to the plate. Right fielder, number 16, Caleb Bott. So how do you score from Malston? Was that fielder's choice?
I just put a reach on an error. But granted, I was looking down whenever that play was going on, so I have
Yeah.
no clue what happened.
Let's say it was an error on the. Right, error on the 2 balls and a strike and 2 outs here in the inning. Pirates still have second and third. Runners are doing
That's
ground
a
ball.
get
That's going to
through.
be a base hit right up the middle. This is going to plate 1. Here comes another. And what do you know it? 2-0 Crane here in the top of the 3rd inning. Thanks to a Caleb Bott RBI single. First baseman number 3, Gavin Cram. Good hitting. Drove it right up the middle. Plated 2. 2-0 Pirates here in the top of the 3rd inning of play. We got a balk was called.
Do what? Nope.
So a balk called by the the pitcher. Pop up, caught by the catcher, and that is how the top of the 3rd inning comes to a close. But the damage has been done. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning, 2-0 in favor of Crane. My fault. Welcome back to Hammond's Field. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Weston Schrum digs in. He struck out swinging his last plate appearance. Wildcats trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. So top of the order for Verona. Pitch from Malstead on its way. The ball gets away from Cloyd. That's another name that's come through the Crane lineup is Cloyd. Weston Cloyd, Wyatt Cloyd, and now Cohen Cloyd.
So I think I played against a few of them as well.
Sure you played against Wyatt, didn't you?
I think so.
Let me tell you, he is tall.
Is he?
Oh, yes.
I remember names more than, recognize names more than I recognize who exactly they were.
2-1 the count there to Weston Schrum
Get tickets for $9
for the
Cardinal game.
this Cardinal game or St.
Molina
Louis?
and Pujols bobblehead giveaway. St. Louis.
That looks like a really good giveaway to do.
I don't think we can make it up there in time.
I was giving out some games in May.
Yeah.
Angels are in town that first week in May. Trout and Ohtani.
That'd be fun.
That would be a whole lot of fun.
Wife's due in at the end of May, so she may not want to go sit out at a ball game at that point.
I don't blame her. Foul ball right off the screen. Screen is extended here all the way at Hammond's Field, all the way down the first and third base lines. Here's the pitch from Malstead. Swing and a tap or foul. Three and two, the count is what it looks like on the scoreboard. As we see with the wind, it's not blowing out. It's blowing from left field to right field. Ground ball to the shortstop. Throw to first.
Nice play.
Hits him. As that is out number one. So 6-3 on the put out. Center fielder number 5, Derek Main. So we saw there was a new pitcher for Verona. He came in for Weston Schrum. Main drew a walk his last plate appearance back in the bottom half of the first inning. Nothing in one the count. Once again, we're here at Hammond's Field in Springfield. Hit batter. So Maine will be on base for the second time. Brings up the batter in Noah Freiberger. Catcher number 11, Noah Freiberger.
Sorry, I had to go get my phone plugged in.
You're fine.
How did you reach first?
Hit by pitch. Freiberger was also hit by a pitch in the first inning of play. First pitch from Malstead is a strike, 0-1.
Maine was hit by a pitch first inning as well. So he's been hit twice. Pitchers have been a tad bit wild.
Yes, they have, but they haven't allowed any runs to score. Verona's let 2 runs score in the third.
Yeah, but it looked like they were going to be able to make it out of trouble once again.
So far, so good for Crane on the field. As they gave up once again 11 runs. Crane starter in Connor Angel gave up 10 of those on Thursday. Don't really know what all happened at Verona and Pierce City back on Thursday, but my goodness.
That one looked like batting practice.
Pretty much. I've seen some games that were even more lopsided. I think I saw one where almost 50 runs were scored in a game.
Jeez. I was part of one of the worst beatdowns I've ever witnessed. I think it was my junior or senior year. We were playing Summit Christian, the year they ended up winning the state championship, and they were playing it in a festival that we were having. As looked like he leaned into it, and. I don't know. It's like 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes count to
But
Freiberger.
yeah, that Summit Christian.
Fly out to the right fielder. Goes back to second base. Runner goes to third. And we got a runner at third base with 2 away here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. First baseman number 33, Caden Corneliuson.
But yeah, I think so we gave up 7 runs in the top of the 1st inning to that Summit Christian team, and responded by putting up 9 of our own in the first. So 9-7 after the 1st inning. But then we ended up losing that one. I think 32-10.
Good
Something like that.
Good
So
night.
then Coach Snyder, the cleverest coach at the time, took us over to the softball field, and safe to say we ran until we couldn't feel our legs anymore.
I could tell those are bad.
Yeah, it was brutal. Just about everyone gave up a home run on the mound, except for yours truly. I gave a few that was caught on up against the wall, but none of them left the yard. I don't think I threw enough to give them enough power to.
Where was Summit Christian out of? Was it St. Louis, Kansas City?
Lee
Summit. Whenever I hear those names like Summit Christian, Rockhurst. Well, I know Rockhurst is in Kansas City, but I was thinking, is it St. Louis? Is it Kansas City?
Or Columbia.
Strikeout ends the inning, yeah, Columbia. So strikeout ends the inning as we head on to the top of the 4th inning. 2-0 in favor of Crane. Leading off, welcome back to Hammons Field. We're in the top of the 4th inning between Crane and Verona, Cole and Floyd. Leading off for the Pirates. Pirates rebounded back in the Falls. Floyd skies that one into left field.
Got a hold of that one just right at him.
Left fielder number 31, Ty Lauer.
You know, we talked about Lechner taking over the pitching duties from Shrum. He's got kind of a funky delivery, kind of coming from that 3/4.
And a base hit there to Lauer.
The bottom of this order seems to have figured something out.
That brings up Logan Vaught to the plate. Center fielder, number 1, Logan Vaught.
1 for 2 so far with a single, a stolen base, and a strikeout.
So not a bad day for the Pirate leadoff man. Stolen base, struck out. Or rather that was Lechner's. Runner on first, that is
That was a balk.
Floyd. Floyd struck out swinging his last plate appearance.
Hey, what?
That was back in the second inning of play. So
What?
a little bit of confusion there.
They called a balk on Lechner, but instructed the runner to go back to first. I don't know if they just gave a warning or what.
Who
But
knows?
playing varsity baseball, you shouldn't get a warning.
We're getting the given the bunts the call to bunt it. Trying to move the runner from first to second base.
I am perplexed.
Swung on and a pop fly.
Oh, better get back.
Drops the ball. There
Oh,
by the pitcher.
what a cluster.
Whoa. We got a mess out on the field, and second baseman was doubled off. Or runner from second was doubled off.
Yeah, he thought the ball was caught.
Shortstop number 25, Brady Robinson.
Thought the ball was caught and was going back to first, but remember the ball hit the turf.
Runner moves to second base. That is Brady Robinson.
What a mess.
That's when baseball gets confusing. Is when there's a mess on the field. Out here in the
Gotta
top
be
of the fourth.
I mean, I heard the first base coach yelling all the way up here saying, go, or 2-2-2-2. And tunnel vision prevailed again.
Fouled off to the right.
Either way, 2 down.
1-2 the count to Robinson as he's
Get
gonna
through.
ground that one down up the middle. Base hit. Here comes the throw. Catcher drops it, and it's now 3-0 Pirates. That's going to bring up Blake Evans to the plate. Second baseman number 23, Blake Evans.
The defense of Verona is just kind of imploding here. 3 errors now, and probably could have had a couple more if ball was in fair
Ball in
territory.
Foul territory. So there was a shortstop had that one.
Third base.
Third baseman had that one for out number 3.
What a cluster that inning was.
So 1 run scored on 1 error. Actually, that was 2 errors, I believe. One error.
1 error.
And we head to
I
the
called it 1
bottom
error,
of the
2
4th
hits,
inning.
but
It is
probably could very easily
3-0 Pirates.
Could it just as easily
Asher Freiberger leads off for the Wildcats. Wildcats have a 3-0 deficit here in the bottom of the 4th inning. As you know, time is running out, but so far, Verona has kept it close.
Yeah, it's a 3-0 game, and in all reality, it should be, it could very easily be a 5, 6, 7-0 game. Crane had a opportunity with the bases loaded in that first inning of play with 1 out and was unable to get anything across. And they've had runners in scoring position, all night long, and Verona's been able to kind of ease their way out of trouble here until the last couple innings, and finally we're starting to see a few runs put up.
Freiberger so far flew out and struck out his last 2 plate appearances. And another opportunity to thank our sponsor, that is Outlaw Diesel and Auto, located at 424 West Rose Avenue in Crane, Missouri, specializing in agricultural equipment while offering quality service and repairs on gas and diesel vehicles. There as Freiberger hits a single. So he's able to erase the offer. He's 1 for 2. Left fielder number 9, Ian Freiberger. Man on first here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So that's an opportunity for Verona to answer back. Being slapped around a couple innings.
Yeah, and once again, the first batter of the actually it's to be the first time for Verona, but it feels like on the other side, Crane's been getting the first runner of the inning on base, consistently, which I guess I can actually tell you. 1, 2, all 3 of the 4 innings, Crane's gotten their leadoff batter on, and right now that that's one of the differences in this game.
Most definitely, Crane was held scoreless throughout their first 2 innings of play at the plate, in which they were able to crack that goose egg in the 3rd.
And it looked like they had an opportunity, but Crane able to come through and keep the shutout intact up to this point. But with stolen base, you got a runner in scoring position, here with no one out.
That's definitely one thing you want to be careful with, is runners in scoring position can be costly.
Yeah, Freiberg with a little bit of speed there on second base. This game definitely hasn't been clean on. That wouldn't be the word I'd use to describe it. Really on either side. Crane has been able to avert crisis a few times, but
so a walk is issued to Freiberger as he's on base again.
Got hit. Second time.
Hit by a pitch, so he hasn't had a full at bat. Third baseman number 19, Jesse Gamble.
And as well as
Gamble struck out swinging back in the
19.
second inning.
Who's number 4?
For
Verona.
Now batting number 4, Thomas Tarkington. So we do have a sub coming in. That is Thomas Tarkington. So he will bat for Gamble, as Gamble went 0 for 1 with a strikeout at the plate today. Currently ahead 1-0.
And as good as Malstat's been at getting out of trouble, that's his 5th hit batter of the game.
Yeah, but so far the defense has been clean. No runs have not scored, only 1 hit, and Crane has not committed an error on the field. And I know, back to high school baseball days, errors are things that coaches do not like.
No, but that was one thing that Coach Snyder was really big on, and not even just physical errors. physical errors will happen, but it's the mental errors. Much like what we saw, on the base pass last inning. Those are the ones that really drive a coach nuts.
Oh my goodness, yes. I can tell they drove Coach Harmon crazy when he was the head Crane skipper.
Yeah, and that's really what separates the good teams from the great teams. The good teams are usually pretty solid, but every once in a while they'll have a lapse in the field and show their baseball IQ's not quite
Strike, says the home plate umpire.
as
He's down on strikes.
high as it needs to be, and
Right fielder number 10, Alced Jimenez.
this is 21.
Correction, number 21, Tristan Reed. So Tristan Reed will bat for Jimenez. As we see, looking at the schedule for Crane, they will be on the road at, I believe at Reed Spring, or that might be, I don't know if this one is correct. It says it's on the road on Monday at Reed Spring, so at Galena on April 4th. And then Verona will take on Exeter.
Old Exeter.
Have you ever had to play Exeter before?
Yep, we play them every year.
Every spring. Cranes has seen Exeter every fall.
And actually, my mom graduated from Exeter back in the day, so I have a bunch of family out that direction, so I'm very familiar with the town of 25 or whatever it is.
Basically you blink and you miss it when you go through Exeter.
You do.
Pitcher number 6, Sean Lechner. So it's Sean Lechner to come in for the Wildcats. So Pirates have a pretty big team coming up in Reed Spring. But Crane has never beaten Reed Spring in the spring. No. So he flies and catches that one for out number 3, and we head on to the top half of the 5th inning. Getting late for Verona. They trail it 3-0. We kick off the top of the 5th inning between Crane and Verona. Seth Malstead is the batter as he watches ball 1 come in 1-0.
Yeah, hit by pitch and a sacrifice bunt where he ended up reaching base and kind of started the
Grounder down the third base line.
and it kind of started
Foul ball.
the craziness for the Pirates there in the third inning, scoring the first run of the inning on that play. Or actually, he didn't score it, but advanced into third, and he reached second on that play as well. Eventually being driven in.
As you know, the Crane coaching staff is led by all former players of Coach Brian Harmon. As we see Clay Stunt, Colton Bott, Nick Brannon, Dustin Johnson, Hayden Shepard, and Isaiah Smith. Hayden Shepard and Isaiah Smith were part of that 2018 through 21 team. They missed the 2020 season, which I could tell you, that was 3 years ago already. Holy smokes. Time has flown by ever since that lost season.
Yeah, it's, I keep getting,
Pop fly. The center fielder has it for out number 1. Third baseman number 30, Lane Howard.
Yeah, I keep getting memories pop up on my Facebook of mine and my wife's COVID puppy that we got, and he was just a little fur ball, 3 years ago, and now he's turned into a 95-pound golden retriever, and
man,
still acts like a puppy though. So, but yeah, time's flown by. It seems like just yesterday we were, under lockdown.
It doesn't seem possible. I'm glad it's over and we are playing baseball here in 2023. 2-1 the count to the Pirate freshman in Lane Howard. As that is a name that has definitely been coming through the Crane squad as Howard. Go back to Jared Howard, Harley Howard, Wyatt Howard, who just graduated last year, and now Lane Howard. Two and two the count to Howard. Batting from the right side, the pitch swung on. He rips that one. That's going to get down. That's going to be past the left fielder for a base hit. Howard is on his way to second base. The ball gets away. Here goes Howard. Now on his way to third on throwing error. And he's going to end up at third on the double with an error.
Big boy got moving.
Sure did. Right fielder, number 16, Caleb Buck.
He was able to unhitch the trailer. He might have been able to score off that.
Most likely put it in second gear and took off. Now it's Caleb Bott who got the scoring started. Ground ball to the shortstop. Howard scores. Throw on to first base, so the RBI ground out is successful. And it's 4-0 Pirates. Catcher number 34, Cohen Cloyd. You can hear my voice echoing throughout downtown Springfield, which is where we are.
Beautiful Hammonds Field.
Yes, it is. And Hammonds Field's looking gorgeous today. Strike right down the middle.
Getting ready for opening day here.
Nothing in two, rather.
Next weekend, I believe. Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yours truly will be up here.
Let's get nothing in two the count on Caleb Bott. Or rather, Gavin Cram. Ground ball. This is going to be trouble. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to put Cram on with 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. Sends up the batter in Cohen Cloyd. Catcher number 34, Cohen Cloyd. Cloyd so far on the day, he's struck out swinging and flew out to the left fielder, so someone who's gone 0 for 2 on the day, that's an easy out.
Yeah, he's looking to change his fortunes around here with a runner on in the top of the 5th inning, looking for a little bit more insurance. And he's going to get that one through.
Little grounder. That's going to put runners now at first and second base with 2 outs, and the Pirates have a man warming up in the bullpen. Call to the bullpen here at Hammonds Field for the Pirates. Left fielder, number 31, Ty Lauer. So we're going to have a courtesy runner for Cloyd. Not sure who it was down there. Very hard to see the numbers for the Pirates.
Yep. Can't see it. The black on blue, not easy for the...
Swing and a miss, and it is 0-1. Lauer so far, he's struck out swinging and singled in his last 2 trips to the mound, or trips to the plate rather. Quickly in the hole, 0-2. As we look at the clock here in the press box at Hammonds Field, Cardinals are kicking off and will start delivering the first pitch in about
5 minutes.
6 minutes now as Lauer goes down. Looks like it was on strikes.
Yeah.
Struck out swinging.
That's what I'm going with.
So struck out swinging for Ty Lauer as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 4-0 Pirates. Weston Strum leads it off for the Verona Wildcats here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. The Wildcats trail at 4-0. So back to when you were playing ball back in high school. What was the primetime inning to start getting runs when you're down? Say in this situation when you're down 4-0.
Well, ideally, you always wanted to strike first, strike hard, no mercy. You know, famous words of Cobra Kai. No, I think the big thing for Verona here is you don't got to get all 4 of them back here at once. You want to chip away. You want to, scratch 1 or 2 across now. And really, even just 1. 3 innings left. You got to get, if you want to split it up like that, you get 1 across this inning, 1 across next inning, and then you put up a 2 spot in the 7th. Then you're, it's a tie ball game. But it's important to, at least get something going now and not wait. And you don't want to go into the bottom of the 7th inning down 4-0.
Not really. 3 balls, 1 strike to count after Brady Robinson threw 3 straight balls to His
Weston
first victim
Schrum.
in Weston Schrum. Started the game on the mound. Maybe moved to second base, I believe, as he drew a walk. Brings up Derek Main. Center fielder number 5, Derek Main. Main has drew a walk and was hit by the pitch in his last 2 trips to the plate. I believe Main is a senior for this Verona team. When I looked at the Misha roster before this game even started. Nothing in 1 the count to Derek Main. Check on the runner, safe at first. "60 seconds away from first pitch at Busch Stadium, about 200 miles away from here. That's in St. Louis, actually in Springfield, home to the Double-A Springfield Cardinals, which they are affiliates with the St. Louis Cardinals. Also their roommates, Missouri State, calls Hammons Field home. And if I believe, Hammons Field was built here in 2004 as a fly ball into left field. There's 1 away. Catcher number 11, Noah Freiberger. Freiberger was hit by a pitch and struck out looking. Wears a hoodie underneath his purple Verona jersey. It's a little chilly out today.
Yeah, it's definitely not 80 degrees like it was yesterday, that's for sure.
Boy, do I sure miss that. Well, it's going to be coming back on Monday. 80 degrees and sunny.
I was thinking about going down there, down outside for the last 2 games of the day, and I may just coop up here for the rest of it.
Popped up, staying in the infield. Who's going to get it? The second
Nobody.
baseman drops the ball. They get the man out at second base. So no harm whatsoever. .33 coming up. Yeah. First baseman number 33, Caden Cornelison. Got a courtesy runner at first base. What did you call that? E6 or no E4?
The fielder's choice, E4, I think. E4 fielder's choice.
That's going to be trouble. That's going to be a base hit.
I'm going to call
left
that
field.
a nice solid single.
Little singles. He throws it right back to third base. Makes the runner put the brakes on. And that will send up Asher Freiberger. Shortstop number 17, Asher Freiberger. Asher Freiberger at the plate for the Verona Wildcats. Right here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So far, this game is moving on at a pretty decent clip.
What did I tell you about saying some stuff like that in this room? It's cursed. That's rule number 1. Working Cardinals games up here. Never talk about the pace of the game, good or bad. 'Cause
Good way to get out of the inning. And that was a strikeout looking, as it looks like.
Swinging.
Strikeout swinging as we head on to the top of the 6th inning. Let's see if the Pirates can get some more runs. It is 4-0 in favor of Crane. Logan Vaught leads off for the Pirates here in the top of the 6th inning of play. Pirates have the 4-0 advantage. As you see, the Cardinals have just started there in St. Louis. So let's see if I can see that's 2 outs with a man on.
Jack Flaherty making his first start of the season. It feels like the first start in the last 3 seasons.
He was hurt all year.
Saw him a couple times here last year, making rehab starts.
Former Springfield Cardinal. There in Jack Flaherty. Let me tell you his high school that he went to, Harvard Westlake in California. My goodness. Lucas Giolito, Max Fried, Jack Flaherty. That's like pitchers high school right there.
Yeah, that's not bad. That'll play.
Pitcher number 25, Brady Robinson. So Brady Robinson digs in. He's hitting in the 7th spot, or pardon me, 2nd spot. Robinson drew a walk, hit by a pitch, and had an RBI single in his last 3 plate appearances. First pitch to him is downstairs. There goes the throw. Ground ball to second base, and Vaught steals second on the attempted stolen base.
It's his 3rd stolen base of the game.
Not too shabby. Now, as we look at, like we said once again, the Pirates have a pretty tough road coming up. Glean, I believe I saw, was undefeated. Reed Spring may have had a win or 2 on the year.
What a great bunt.
Nice bunt there by Brady Robinson. Moves the runner to third. Runners at the corners, and that's going to bring up Blake Evans. Second baseman number 23, Blake Evans. Call that a infield single, moving the runner. Pitch to Evans, swung on in a pop fly.
Foul streak.
Foul back. Verona's infielders have been playing pretty shallow on these Pirate hitters. So after this, here at Hammons Field, there is 2 more games left here?
I think 2 more.
I don't know if it's Lebanon playing next or
Seymour and Hurley play next, and Lebanon Pleasant Hope.
Pleasant Hope and Lebanon.
Now, why Lebanon is playing Pleasant Hope?
We don't know. I saw that Hurley actually played Carthage earlier, either last week or earlier this week. It was in some tournament with them, Aurora. I believe Diamond was in that one as well.
Yeah, Purdy. I believe they were another quarter, or they were they're a sectional team. They fell to that same Marionville team we were talking about a little bit earlier on.
That one's going to drop in for a base hit as that plates another run. 5-0 in favor of Crane, with runners at first and second base. So an RBI single there for Evans brings up Seth Malstead to the plate. Shortstop, number 28, Seth Malstead. Malstead moved to shortstop. That's one thing that always gets me about baseball is pitching changes. You don't know what position they can move to. So we're currently in the top of the 6th, so it's 5-0 Pirates. Here at Hammons Field. They're in Springfield. But, this ballpark was built back in 2004, before the Springfield Cardinals came up here. I believe, was it the El Paso Chihuahuas they were?
I have no idea.
It's one of those corny minor league names.
I think the Chihuahuas are still around, so it wouldn't be them.
It may have been, maybe I think it was like the El Paso Diablos, is who the Springfield Cardinals were before they came up to Springfield, which it was built as Missouri State also plays their home games here. They're in the Missouri Valley.
Gotta be in the running for the nicest ballpark in the valley.
Did we mention that earlier?
Probably.
Sure we have. We'll say it again. Definitely one of the nicest ballparks, probably in all of minor league baseball. I'm sure you've heard of this team, the Savannah Bananas. Basically the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. I'd love to see them come. I think they're doing like a world tour or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna
It'd be
in
really nice to come to Springfield.
I want to say they have a date in Joplin even.
An old Joe Becker, huh?
So it was either Joplin or Tulsa, or no, I think they have a date in Kansas City.
Third baseman number 30, Lane Howard. So it's either Kansas City or Tulsa.
I think
maybe Oklahoma City.
I think
I'm
they
not
have
sure.
dates in all three. I looked about going to a game.
I wonder who they play. Is it basically them and like some other team that they play and do all these little
Party Animals.
Oh yeah, and they do these stunts on the field. Run scores on the sacrifice.
And the floodgates are open, folks.
Floodgates are open here in Crane, as it is,
We're not in Crane.
or excuse me, here in Springfield for Crane, as it is
Old 2D Parsons got a nice little makeover.
8-0. So it's Caleb Vaught at the plate. I'm gonna get back on my scoring to see what has happened. So sacrifice fly. Alstead, I believe, or no. You give him a strikeout.
Balls up and just behind in the shallow right field.
Shallow right
Second baseman's
field.
gonna make it.
He makes it, and that is how the the top of the sixth inning comes to a close. We head to the bottom of the sixth. It is 8-0 in favor of Crane. Sean Lechner at the plate for the
It's Ian Freiberger.
Pardon me, Ian Freiberger. Correction, Ian Freiberger, number 9.
You dingus.
So, hit by a pitch and walked. His last 2 plate appearances, he's pops that one foul.
I was about to say, as I was looking at my score sheet, I was like, I must have just completely missed last inning.
Nothing into the count on Ian Freiberger. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes. He was way out in front on that pitch.
This is 15.
Third baseman number 15, Jesse Gamble.
I don't think that's right.
It's on 15.
Trenton
No, 15.
Freiberger. Of course.
Correction, number 15, Trenton Freiberger. So it's Trenton Freiberger who comes in. He has batted for both Jesse Gamble and Thomas Tarkington. As he looks like he was hit by the pitch.
What did the leadoff guy do?
For
This last inning.
Verona. Not 100% sure.
He got out somehow. Or he struck out.
21 coming back in. Number 21, Tristan Reed. So we're here in the top of the 6th inning so far. 6-0 Pirates, our score. So far, Crane is just, 3 outs away from win number 1 on the year.
Yep.
We currently sit in the bottom of the 6th inning of play. This game has, don't want to say it again. I caught myself on that
but
one.
an hour and a half getting through 6 innings, you don't see that very often.
No, you don't. High school baseball, it can go either 2.5 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
I played in a 5-hour game.
If you have any memories of that one,
Yeah, I wanted to go home. It was awful.
brings up the batter in. Now it's Sean Lechner. Pitcher number 6, Sean Lechner. So Lechner batting from the right side. Struck out swinging back in the 2nd inning of play. If that's correct.
I don't even think Seymour is here yet.
So Sean Lechner at the plate for Verona. He's the 9th man. Currently 0 for 2 on the day. Throw down to first, safe. Nothing into the count to Lechner. 2 outs here in the inning. Pirates so far have brought the scoring tonight.
Yeah, 6 runs, against a Verona team that,
Bringing a winning record 3-2 on the year.
yeah, and in all reality, allowed 2 runs, 1 run, 3 runs, 5 runs, and then they had
Excuse me.
their they kind of fell apart against Pure City there. We had already talked about that 21-5 dismantlement, but it's a team that doesn't really give up a whole lot of runs in the grand scheme of things, and Crane's been able to get it done at the plate. Really capitalizing on a lot of free base runners.
Swings and fouls that one right off the screen. And looking at that scoreboard, errors have been costly today for Verona.
Yeah,
4 errors.
4 errors, and that's going to be the story of the game. As I'm sitting here typing it up, as majority of those errors, really came back and bit Verona in the butt.
And McCrane was able to just commit 1 error in the field. So, all in all, a very good defensive game for the Pirates in blue and gold. Runner goes,
It's a walk.
There's a walk issued. And we're back up to the top of the order for the Pirates. Second baseman number 1, Weston Schrum. So Schrum back in to the plate for the Wildcats. 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th inning of play. 6-0 our score in favor of Crane. Like you said, it was the highlight. The highlight of the day today was the 4 errors that Verona has committed. But in the first 2 innings of the game, it was pretty much a good pitcher's duel. We thought it was going to, which is something that, you know, is going to go on for sometimes the later stages of a ball game if it's going to end. But that's going to be a blooper into shallow right field for a base hit. And what do you know? Verona's got some life going on here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
And now that it's them with the bases loaded, and you know, and if you're Brady Robinson, you just gotta bounce back, and you're 1 pitch away from getting out of this. You just gotta stay focused and keep it rolling.
New batter in for Verona as we're trying to see
5.
Number 5, that is
Derek Main.
center fielder number 5, Derek Main. So it's Derek Main to the plate. Crane able to just keep it at 6-0. So let's see if their defense can keep the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning as that pitch is hit foul.
And hit the chair.
Ricochets off that chair. Still bases loaded here in the top of the 6th inning of play. The pitch is outside and it is 2-1. Two away here in the inning. Once again, we're at Hammond's Field in downtown Springfield.
Oh, and that pick is gonna end the threat.
Ends the threat. Looks like it was a pickoff.
It was a back pick from the catcher.
Back pick from the catcher. It's, I don't know, Sports Center right there?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's a tough way to end the inning.
Most definitely. We head to the top of the 7th inning. It is 6-0 Pirate lead. It's Gavin Cram that will lead off for the Pirates here in the top half of the 7th inning, facing a new pitcher in Noah Freiberger. He does the relief for Lechner as he dunks one into, as Cram dunks one into left field for a base hit. Catcher number 34, Cohen Cloyd. So Cloyd batting from the right side so far. He struck out swinging. Flew out to the left fielder and singled. Back in the 5th. Now watch out there in the stands. I don't know if you were working one of the games where there was a foul ball that hit off the backstop here, and a guy had a drink and it just splatters all over him.
I was running the outfield camera, so that camera angle the video that you saw was from the camera I was running that night.
Oh my goodness! I can tell you, he got a beer shower. Currently sitting here in the top of the 7th inning. It is once again Cohen Cloyd, the catcher for the Pirates. He faces his new pitcher in Noah Freiberger. Verona's missed 3 pitchers. Look out. Bounces off the screen. Beautiful, beautiful day here in Springfield, Missouri, the Queen City of the Ozarks. I'm currently in the downtown area. Right off of, what are the street names? What's the corner that we are at, Skyland?
Traffic Way and John Q. I don't even know.
John Q. Hamilton Traffic Way.
Don't even know. I really know which street I live on in Mount Vernon.
Swinging a foul back to the backstop behind home plate.
If you're driving through Springfield, look for the gigantic lights. You'll find it. and Hammond's Tower. Yeah.
It looms just behind us. That pitch is upstairs, and it is 3 balls and 2 strikes. Checking on the Cardinals game, it is in the bottom of the 2nd inning of play. No score. Nolan Gorman, former Springfield Cardinal, who was here a couple years ago.
Yep, he's
The walk is issued.
had a great season down here with Springfield when he was here.
Left fielder number 31, Ty Lauer. We have a courtesy runner for Cohen Cloyd. And so far,
Gorman gets it out of here.
And what do you know? It is a one.
Oh, I lied. That's a
pardon me.
replay.
Highlight reel. I believe that was from opening day.
What an idiot.
Maybe.
That's what happens when you just look down.
So it's no score between the Cardinals and the Blue Jays. They're in St. Louis, and it's the big guy, Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler
Broneal. You could probably find out where he's at during his post games. My goodness.
More importantly, batter on deck there. Former Springfield Cardinal Jordan Walker.
Mm-hmm.
My man.
Jordan Walker, big boy at the.
Like a proud Papa Bear watching him.
And he is tall. He is a tall drink of water. Swing and a miss, and that is 1-2. O'Neill looks like he either struck out or struck out. He had a home run on Thursday during the home opener.
4th straight year.
Yep. I almost thought Arenado was going to win it for St. Louis on Thursday.
Thought several of them were going to win it for St. Louis. Kept choking it away.
So in our game right now, it is runners at second and third.
Get through ball.
Pitch way upstairs and inside. Way upstairs. And Lauer draws a walk. Its bases loaded once again for the Pirates. Center fielder number 1, Logan Vaught. Just off the glove of Bo Bichette. Jay walks on first. For the Cardinals.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
Trying to think that
Now line out.
is Kisner line out to
Second.
second, or pardon me, to center. Watching 2 games at once. Brings up the batter in Ray Robinson. Pitcher number 25, Brady Robinson. And Rob, so who do you think is going to be in line for the win today? Is it going to be Malstead?
Yeah.
As Crane rather has used just 2 pitchers. As the Jays were able to get out of the inning, no score between the Cards and the Jays. As we look at the scoring, no runs were scored between either Verona or Crane. In the first 2 innings, Crane opened the scoring up, scoring 2 in the third. Then they scored 1 run in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 2 in the 6th inning. And that's how we lead at 6-0. Scoreless so far for Verona, as they're looking for just their first run of the game. The Pirates so far, they have not made it not look easy for the Wildcats when they have come to the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes account to Brady Robinson. In his 4 plate appearances, he has walked, hit by a pitch, and had an RBI single. As we do as I like to say this again, this high school baseball live stream is brought to you by Outlaw Diesel and Auto. Outlaw Diesel and Auto, located at 424 West Rose Avenue in Crane, Missouri, specializing in agriculture equipment while offering quality service and repairs on gas and diesel vehicles. So they'll fix your Cummins, your Power Stroke, your Duramax, maybe even your gas-powered vehicles. You'll see them down in Crane. That is Outlaw Diesel and Auto. New batter for Crane is Malstead.
Blake Evans.
Second baseman number 23, Blake Evans. So it's Blake Evans to the plate for the Pirates here in the top half of inning number 7. 7-0 our score in favor of Pirates. I believe it was an RBI. I believe it was a walk-run scored, wasn't it?
Yep.
So Evans so far, he has struck out looking, flew out twice, and had an RBI single. So 1 for 4 on the day for the senior second baseman. Here in Crane, once again, after this game is concluded, it will be a team not too far away from Crane. That's Hurley. They take on Seymour. And then the final game will be Lebanon taking on Pleasant Hope.
Still don't know why Lebanon's playing Pleasant Hope.
That baffles me.
It's a weird matchup. Class 6 versus Class 1.
It'd be like Crane.
Class 1.
It'd be like Crane taking on, or no, it'd be like Hurley taking on, say, Republic or Nixa.
I'm gonna have to give Coach Weatherman a hard time about scheduling these cupcakes.
Two away here in the 7th. New man at the plate. Runner's on the move. So here would be the 21st out to get. In college, it would be either the 21st or the 27th out.
They play 9 innings.
Or 9 innings, yeah. 24th or 27th out. Strike 3 ends the 7th inning of play.
And it's a good thing Crane's already up 7-0 because getting the bases loaded with no one down and only having 1 run to show for would not have been ideal. And I'm sure that's going to drive Clay Stumpf a little crazy there. Thinking that you definitely left an opportunity to really put your foot on the throat of this Verona team.
Definitely. And it's as we head on to the bottom of the 7th inning, last chance for Verona. They trail at 7-0. It's Derek Main to lead it off for the Wildcats here in the bottom of the 7th inning of play between the Pirates from Crane and the Wildcats from Verona. As you know, Verona actually shares the same colors as Monette. They share the same colors with Camdenton, Stoutland, I believe. I don't know of any purple and gold schools here in Springfield. Sarcoxy, closer to Joplin. So, and Crane sharing colors with Billings, Fordland, Bolivar, Ava.
It's a few more blue and yellows than the blue and gold.
And purple and gold. Outside, and it is 3-1. So far, not a bad day today. Beautiful, clear skies, but the temperature a little chilly. So Maine will continue as that.
You walked.
So a walk is issued. So it brings up the batter in Noah Freiberger. Catcher number 11, Noah Freiberger. Started the game catching, and he's came in to pitch. That pitch to him is outside, and it is 1-0. Currently in the bottom of the 7th inning here between Crane and Verona. Verona coming out of the Ozark 7. Crane, of course, coming out of the SWCL. And like we said, the SWCL is going to be changing. Look on the Cardinals game, no score.
Line out to center.
So line out to center, brings up Caden Cornelison to the plate. First baseman number 33, Caden Cornelison. Caden Cornelison digs in. He struck out swinging, twice walked, and singled. That's what I show on the scorecard. Ground ball, foul, as he hit it the other way. Pirates have just one out here in the 7th inning of play. So Wildcats have just 2 outs to work with. The pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Recap the last game, it was Wablo defeating Spokane. After this game, once again, it's Hurley taking on Seymour. And the final game is Lebanon taking on Pleasant Hope, a Class 6 team taking on a Class 1 team. Very ironic to hear.
Still don't get it.
The pitch, outside, and it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count once again. Robinson deals. Here it comes. Check the swing, and it's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hitters count here with 3 and 2. Swinging a hot fly. This is going to be trouble. This is going to be a base hit. This could plate 1 run. No, they're going to stop him at third. So it's 2nd and 3rd with 1 out. And Pirates are starting to get into some trouble here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Those last 3 outs of the game are always the hardest 3 to get.
Shortstop number 17, Asher Freiberger. Another Freiberger at the plate. That's Asher Freiberger. He has flew out to left field, struck out swinging twice, and singled. Struck out swinging in the 2nd and 4th innings, or 2nd and 5th innings rather, and singled in the 4th inning of play. Like we said, a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Over Greene County. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. Throw to first. Gets him for out number 2, but a run scores. But let's shake off that run as the Wildcats are down to their final out of the ball game. Left fielder number 9, Ian Freiberger. Freiberger with 1 out to work with, swung on and a tapper foul. Which would you hate the most between on committing the final out if you're the hitter? Committing it on the first pitch or striking out for the final out?
I don't know. You never want to strike out to end the game. I mean, I'd have to go with a ground out on the first pitch of the at bat would be would leave at least a little bit better taste in your mouth. Neither one of those are fun.
No, they're not. So the Wildcats are down to their final strike of the contest. Here it comes. Swung on. Just foul, stays alive and keeps the game rolling. About a little over 2 hours for this ball game.
Yeah, no, you've said it a couple of times. Nice pace for this one, and barring a disastrous
Fouled back.
2-out rally given up by the Pirates, it's going to be a nice win here.
Mm-hmm. and definitely a good way to get their first win of the 2023 spring campaign. But you know that game, or last season, the Pirates only had just one win. As that is the ball game, as the Pirates pick up their first win of the game. Final score 7-1. As they shake hands, get ready to line up and shake hands with the players. And don't go away. We will have our post-game show coming up in just a few moments. Totals for today's game. For Crane, 7 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. For the Wildcats, 1 run on 5 hits, 4 errors. Coming up after this game, it will be the Hurley Tigers taking on the Seymour Tigers.
Bet the Tigers win that one.